huge.
Cutting-edge machines employed by the Stahlritter.
One thing after another. What kind of circus is this?
An extravagant one with a high price for admission.
Class 7, our goal is to eliminate these targets.
Fire up those combat links. We got work to do.
Yeah!
Very well. Let's go. Yeah.
I'll cast a spell on you. So pretty. Brilliant shot! I may have gone a little too far.
Now, let's dance! I ain't done with you yet! Yeah! Helio Ray! Sweet dreams.
It's my turn! Set gunner! Set striker! Set gunner! There!
My turn.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Because the beginning of this game was so, like, terrible, I'm gonna restart and we'll play from the beginning. And, why is this stop running? Okay, it's still going. For some reason, OBS has decided to stop picking up my game. But I can still see it fine, and that's weird. So I can see the game fine in ReCentral, but I can't see it in OBS. It's gonna be one of those days. I guess this still wants to cause issues. Okay, as long as I don't hide the window, I think we'll be fine. We'll keep it in that window. Right, I think we're okay now. I don't know what happened, but if I keep it like that, it should stay. Let's see. Right, I can see chat fine. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stop playing this. I'm gonna just close the application. And we're gonna just restart the game from the beginning. Because, to be honest, when it started up, it played pretty awful. Updating it seems to have helped, though. But for some reason, OBS isn't directly picking up the feed anymore, so I have to do it through ReCentral, which is a bit annoying. I don't know what's up with that, but it's picking up. That's all that matters. I'm actually gonna run this in full screen. How is the audio? Hopefully it's good. I'm gonna monitor it for a bit and then I'll change to full screen. Hopefully it doesn't freeze again. If it freezes again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey! Save me! Oh, I surrender. Just please.
Huh. How foolish.
Left wing! Block B intercepted!
Now moving to our next area of attack.
Dead soldiers of a dead land, you have proven your pride. The pages are laid bare. It is up to us to pen their contents. Numerous foes approach. Though they aren't who we foresaw, their skills are still worthy of note. Now, we shall see if they are worthy of our final experiment as well.
Yes, my lord.
In the name of the Stahlritter, we shall vanquish these foes!
They'll learn what it means to fight us, and to come face to face with the strongest in Ouroboros.
Look at that!
It's a white ion!
That's the successor of the Type Alpha that wiped out Guerrilla Fortress.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like it's functional at the moment.
I say we break it down piece by piece. We can waste it before our precious little Ashen Chevalier even has to lift a finger.
What about...
Have you forgotten our role as the second team?
So what? If he's got everyone's attention already, we might as well. We've got an ace up our sleeve. Now's our chance to finally get a leg up on that Glory Hound.
Glory Hound? He probably put a lot of thought into this, you know. But it is true, he's always rushing off on his own to save the day. Damn it! Now that I'm thinking about it, it really pisses me off!
I do agree to some extent.
I think he's doing a pretty good job, all things considered.
That's just what a real man is like. He tries to be strict, but melts into being oh so sweet. He'll spend hours caring for you before sparing a second for himself. Someone as dashing yet kind as him would make any girl's heart flutter.
What? Speak for yourself!
A player as clueless as him is the worst kind.
Yes. Very well put.
Harsh words, but he does bring it on himself.
Again?
They sure like to be flashy.
The intervals are getting shorter.
The battle must be reaching its climax.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. Class 7, let's move out!
Yeah. Okay. I decided to just start over. I didn't go. I literally like spent like 10 minutes playing. So what I did is I updated the game. Updating the game seems to have fixed some of the problems. I can actually move now, and it feels good. This is actually playable now. There's gonna be some latency, but I don't usually get that much.
We'll end this quick!
Now I can actually get advantages. Ooh, that button does that. You're artsy now.
Arcus, activate!
Yes!
Ice.
Arcus, activate!
My turn.
I just want to see what arts they've got. I don't remember if any of these
It's
are
my
new.
turn!
We got 0 arts, so this is an instant cast.
Yeah.
Oh, we froze the robot.
Here I go!
Can I delay? Have I got any delay? No. Oh, impede. I think that only stops casting though. Can I get both? Not really. I'd rather get the Kugo. So one thing I actually noticed was, you can change... I don't know the pink-haired girl's name. You can change her battle mode?
My turn.
There!
Like you can choose between Gunner and Strike.
Foe suppressed. Let's continue.
Yeah!
They're in disarray.
Let's try some crafts now. That delays.
Strike!
Have fun with that.
Sure.
That inflicts nightmare.
Hey, you! Rest in peace! It's down! Get him, Egret!
Understood!
All right!
That's great. That's... Gemini Blast seems really good for, like, bosses. Because it lowers defense and speed.
My turn.
Strike!
Now, let's continue onward.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the game's for it, well, the screen's for us yet, so that's a good sign. As long as I don't change anything. I do kind of need that for my
Fine!
book today.
Bring it!
Because they usually have monster compendiums. KO 50%. I don't know if I can actually knock this out.
Hey, you! Rest in peace! It's down!
Keep it up!
Very well.
I want to delay that robot.
Strike!
Yes! Azure wings, shoot! Now's our chance!
It's mine!
All right!
So I can do this on top of that, so I can take the crit.
I'll cast a spell on you. So pretty. Brilliant shot! I may have gone a little too far. Foe suppressed. Let's continue.
Unfortunately, all these levels mean nothing in the tutorial. Or some crates I can bust. Let's heal and save. But yeah, this was literally as far as I got. It was very hard to play with the way it was playing. I remember people saying that this game had bad performance on launch in Japan, so maybe that was the same here. Let's save. Let's save with that save I made. Oops, not a new one. I don't really want a new one. I can actually react now, that's insane.
They're huge!
Cutting-edge machines employed by the Stahlritter.
One thing after another. What kind of circus is this?
An extravagant one with a high price for admission.
Class 7, our goal is to eliminate these targets.
Fire up those combat links! We got work to do!
Yeah! Be on guard. It's strong.
Hey, okay. Let's use this one.
Fine.
This guy is literally
Here I go!
So this girl can go gunner mode.
Set gunner!
Yeah,
Set
this is cool.
striker!
I don't know what it does. I think it's just how she melees.
Set gunner! Set striker!
Right, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Let's lower stats.
You can't
That's
escape.
AoE too.
Fire! Our chance!
It's mine.
Do I get more? I do get more.
Very well.
Points. Let's. I don't know if I can delete these things. How do you inspect enemies now? What's it? Look. It doesn't say how to inspect. Oh. No, that's to move. I don't know how to view enemy stats now, unless I just can't do it yet. Keep blind, strength, speed.
My turn. Strike!
Yes!
You can use arts. Why does Soul Blood do Nightmare now? It's insane. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's it. Thanks for that. So you're mute. Weak to ice. We'll use ice then.
Arcus, activate!
My turn.
How long does he have that for? 2 more turns. Oh, you know what? I never checked if they were immune to delay. I think that's what I wanted to check. Oh, they're really strong to delay. Is he not
I got
off
this.
his CP move yet? Oh, I see. He's got 60 CP. Let's use this again.
Fine.
There!
My turn.
This is the last turn of buffs, so may as well just use that.
Strike!
All right.
He's got like a status down on him sometimes. I'm gonna heal. Items like gonna matter right now anyway.
Thank you.
Yes. Arcus, activate. Here I go.
Balance down. I don't think Golden Sphere did that before, it was just damage.
Arcus, activate!
My turn. Fine.
Does that actually give... Oh, I see! It's not instant, it's, I get it now. It's,
Let's go.
over time.
Strike! Eight's down. Yuna!
So they can't
I got it! Yeah!
That will probably be later. And that's balance
My
down.
turn.
So that's like a new status effect.
Yeah!
I'm going.
Freeze, petrify. That must be it. Yeah, that's an AoE heal.
Heal our wounds. Sephiral
I
rain.
probably don't need to do that.
Thanks.
Thanks. Here I go! Yeah!
Very well.
Hey, Zero Arcs, I'm gonna use that.
Huh. Now, let's continue onward.
Hey!
Crap!
They can self-destruct.
Stand back. Clown Soleus.
Thanks. That was a close one.
Thanks, Allie. And Sammy, too.
You're welcome. However, the name's Sammy.
I was hoping we would have a minute to ourselves.
Nah, we're too popular.
So you sensed us coming?
The Stall Ritter.
The Stout and the Sharp.
Hello. We meet again, children of Class 7. I didn't think you'd make it all this way on your own.
Do you intend to overcome certain death without the Ashen Chevalier?
Cute. Now cut the shit.
We know how much stronger than us you are, but we refuse to stand by as you do your bidding.
I respect that fire. I will give you my utmost in battle.
You'll do as a delectable appetizer before the main course.
Now, show me your strength.
I didn't
Can
think
you
they'd
fledglings
actually-
handle this?
I didn't think they would actually make me fight them, but okay. Let's get that regen going.
Fine.
Let's go.
Let's have a look. It's kind of what I expected. Yeah. Also get like 200 CP, I'm not going to be able to do too much. I don't have soul blood.
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn! Arcus, activate!
It's my turn.
The one person that has healing. Has soul blood too.
Arcus, activate!
Maybe the Xander dude will live. We'll see.
There! Axel Arrow!
Huh.
Heavy Divider!
My turn.
That was Impede, wasn't it?
My turn.
Okay, she has full CP. I'm gonna... do that.
Ha! Thank you.
All right!
Not that, no.
Set! Gunner! This is it! Ha! One more! I'll finish it! Excel Breaker!
Huh.
Hey! Is that that's both frozen?
Let's go. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
I need some big
Arcus,
moves
activate!
now.
Yes!
Drains life? Does that heal me?
Arcus,
Maybe.
activate!
Huh. Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now! I'll end it. Ha! Ragnar, strike!
Gaze into the evil eye!
I am the stout,
Oh,
breaker
no.
of foes.
Uh-oh.
Ha!
So that's like a limit
Let's
gauge
finish
thing, I
this!
guess.
Yes! How's this?
They're probably gonna kill me.
There!
The true battle begins now!
Now, let's dance! I ain't done with you yet! Yeah! Helio Ray! Sweet dreams.
It can't be!
All right.
So that broke them. Kinda. I don't know what that even does.
Thank you. My turn.
All right.
Thanks for the help. I'm going.
I really don't want you to have that zero mark. I think I'd rather heal everyone now.
Heal our wounds. Sephiral Rain!
Thanks.
Thanks.
My shield!
All right.
Also, why is she facing it? She's facing a very funny way.
Arcus, activate!
Yeah.
Very well, but this is not yet over.
My turn. Arcus, activate!
Oh,
There!
I see what that's doing.
Axel Arrow!
That gives her like an extra turn.
Shatter!
So he's not dealt.
I got this. Fine.
Here I go.
Thanks.
Let's go.
I'm going. Heal our wounds. Sephiral Rain!
Thanks.
Thanks.
20%
It's my
heal
turn.
seems really low. Did she like heal it? She healed herself. Is this? I don't even know if this is possible. But,
Let's go.
Oh.
There!
That works.
I got this.
Do I have another one? One that's ready, I do.
Arcus, activate!
I let my guard
I
down.
don't really have anything to protect against confusion.
Why now?
Let's go.
I'm assuming that this is like a no-win kind of thing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's go.
Because she's healing, I think, every time she attacks. So that kind of makes things a bit difficult. They've stopped Celestials from giving you CT,
Huh.
I think.
Thanks.
My turn.
Sure.
Thanks for the help.
Now, let's dance. I ain't done with you yet. Yeah! Helio Ray! Sweet dreams.
Okay, I guess that was it then.
What fun.
Indeed. They have quite a bite to them.
They're acting like we're nothing to them.
It's better to assume they're conserving their energy.
Why the hell are you two playing around? Stop wasting time before our main enemy shows up. Ah, you're here early.
And so ends our fun.
That's the head knight of the Stall Ritter.
Duvalie the Swift. She'll be trouble.
She may be kind of a ditz, but she's fast.
Who are you calling a ditz? Cocky little hatchling. Ines, Anea! We'll put a stop to them with our Radiant Star Formation!
Very well.
Don't hate us for what's about to happen.
It's just like before.
That the best you got? Bring it on!
Prepare for...
Not so fast.
Ah! Goodness!
Sooner than we expected.
We made it.
Excuse us.
Oh. How am I not surprised?
Told you. Glory Hound.
Instructor.
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to be in the left wing?
The paths meet up here, so we decided to see how things were going for you.
Seeing all the paths firsthand, I understand why they call this fortress impregnable.
Leave them to us. We're almost there. See you again at the tower. Yes, Instructor.
Thank you.
Fine. Just be careful.
Charging headfirst into your graves, are you? Don't say I didn't warn you. If you're insistent on challenging our lord, I will cut you down right here and now! To arms! Class 7, Ashen Chevalier!
It's been 3,000 years since I was able to play this game. It feels like that. Anyway, we're gonna, well, not save again. No. We're gonna carry on. I finished Trails of Cold Steel 2 so long ago. At least it feels like that now.
The next stop is Leaves. Leaves. We will be stopped for...
So I first played Trails in the Sky back in 2011 when it came out on PSD. I kind of really, when I finished Trails in the Sky, I really wanted the other games to come out, and now we have like 6+ games out now. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's just got a giant robot, nothing strange about that. Yeah, I bought PS Vita for Trails of Cold Steel 1, and I bought a PS4 last month so I could play this.
Have we nearly arrived?
Yeah.
There's my man.
Sorry you had to be cooped up in Corellia Fortress this past month. And I'm sure this isn't exactly a first-class cabin either.
Not to worry. This is something that needed to be done. While resting, the drain on my energy is insignificant. Besides, If it will reduce the burdens you shoulder, I am more than happy to comply.
You know, I'd think there was a human in there if I didn't already know that was you talking.
I was gonna say that Valamar is, like, unusually non-robotic at the moment.
Thanks, Valamar.
You are welcome.
Is this it? Aha! Sure is.
Oh, it's Dragon Dive and the little girl with the hat.
Crying out loud. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Do they really need us to supervise unloading this junk?
I do own Zero no Kiseki. Like, I legally own the Japanese version on PC. I managed to get hold of it when there was a sale on.
Huh?
I am not looking at anything to do with the CS4 at the moment.
Picture that going through a landing port.
Wow.
Now that this game has seen stateside, I'm hoping that they do 4, because you can't have 3 without 4.
I'd heard about them, but seeing one up close is wild.
Wonder what they're doing here.
A 7 ards tall humanoid weapon. Panzer Soldats or something, yeah?
Yeah, I'd give it either next year or the following. I think we'll definitely see it in the next 2 years.
No, I don't think so. Oh, this is the Ashen Knight, isn't it?
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I wouldn't have expected a civilian to know that, much less someone from outside Erebonia.
Let's just say I'm a little interested in things like this.
A little? Your whole family goes nuts for this kind of stuff. But how'd you know we're not from around here?
You have just the tiniest sliver of an accent. I'm guessing you're from somewhere down south? Liberal, maybe?
You were from Southerners. I mean, that happened with Trails in the Sky as well. Like, Trails in the Sky was supposed to be one game, and then the second chapter happened.
Is it that easy to tell?
Bingo.
At this point, I kind of just expect that to happen.
So what? That makes you the Ashen Chevalier?
Yeah, I'm surprised you knew that too.
Schwarzer, are you back here?
Hey, it's High Arms.
We'll be arriving in 5 minutes. Are you prepared?
All set. I'm good to go whenever.
Sorry for holding you up. We gotta get ready ourselves.
That's right. Thanks for talking with us.
Who are those two? They didn't appear to be your everyday civilians.
They're from Liberal. I guess they're getting off soon too. Something tells me I'll be seeing more of them at my new job.
Oh, is that so? I admit, I have heard the rumors.
Yeah, and I don't have time to play RPGs anymore, like, as much as I used to. So when I pick my games, I have to make them count. And, like, RPGs are my favorite sort of game.
Now arriving at Leave Station. Leave Station. We will be stopped for 10 minutes to unload cargo.
It would appear little has changed. The Ashen Knight is as beloved by the masses as ever.
Well, I tried to lay low this past year. I've turned down all the interview requests I've been bombarded with.
It's little wonder then. For a young hero like yourself, such actions only serve to grant you an irresistible air of mystery. The rumors of your role in the Northern War have, by this point, far outstripped the truth. My apologies. That was a regrettable slip of the tongue.
No, it's all right. It's just something I'll have to deal with. Thank you, Patrick. For the last 2 years, you've helped me out more times than I can count.
Well, that was sudden. I have simply been performing my duty as a member of the glorious Class 1. Of course I could spare some consideration for a hapless classmate with barely enough attendance to graduate.
I mean,
One who has unreasonable tasks thrust upon him on a near daily basis, yet somehow manages to triumph regardless.
And you said I was sudden.
Oh, they broke.
You're serving as the deputy of the Marquis's family in Ordis now, right? I'm sure that's no walk in the park either, but I know you'll give it everything you've got.
But of course, there's no way I can allow us to fall behind House Alberea. I recommend you do the same for whatever may come at your unique new workplace. And seeing as she is not so terribly far, do be sure to keep in touch with Lady Elise.
Does anyone like Elise?
Perhaps you might even put in a good word?
Thanks again for all your help, Patrick. But that's an entirely different matter. Take care. Hope to see you again soon.
Indeed. Oh yes, it nearly slipped my mind. About that pledge Class 7 made 1 year ago.
He does. But Elise is terrible.
I hope to see it come to fruition.
Oh.
He deserves better.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Spring once again. Well, it's not Trista.
Well, here I am.
Baronies.
I've never been to the suburbs west of Heimdall before. Almost reminds me of Trista. There are even lino flowers blooming here.
Yeah, even he says so. Oh, back in the day, I was lower poly.
Trista. And the Academy. I wonder how everyone who's still there is doing. And how Principal Van Dyke is after he returned to active duty. I never would have dreamed something like that would happen.
When he was 3 years old, he was only a sprite.
That must be it there. I can tell it's brand new even from here. They said they'd take Valimar to the hangar on site.
Reen?
Oh yeah. You can't go without the good old Reen.
Huh?
Oh. I thought it was gonna be Elise. Thank God.
It really is you, Reen.
I like how he has to look down.
Wow, the magazines don't do you justice. You look so mature now. Did you get taller too? I almost didn't recognize you.
Toa?
Oh, did you not recognize me either?
Nah, you're still tiny.
I definitely haven't gotten taller, but I'm hoping my new work uniform adds some womanly charm.
I mean, to give it to you, your hat adds like 5 inches.
Oh, or maybe shows that my figure's filled out a little bit more.
Hold on. It's just, well, we haven't seen each other in a while, and I could never get a hold of you. Then you just show up out of nowhere, dressed for work, in the same town I'm about to start work?
That's convenient.
I never imagined we'd end up working at the same place.
Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. I thought you already knew.
Well, a lot happened before graduation. And after it. I'm sure you've heard all about it.
Of course. It was actually one of the reasons I decided to come here. But it sure was a nice surprise to hear you'd be joining me.
Same for me.
Well, anyway, congratulations on graduating, Rean. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who want to say that to you.
I mean, a uniform like that will do that, no matter what.
But I figured I'd do it before anyone else.
Thanks, Toa. Wait, do you want something more professional, like Ms. Herschel now?
Don't worry about it. Toa is just fine.
She does look like, you know what, she just reminds me of a flight attendant. That's what she looks like.
Remember what I said when we first met? There's no need for formalities with me. Miss Herschel is awfully tempting, though.
She hasn't changed a bit.
High speed mode, I don't want to turn that on.
So,
Wait,
Toa.
how do I turn that? No. Wait, what is this high speed mode shit? How do I turn that off?
The color's different, but it's nice they kept the horned lion crest.
Mm-hmm. This is the main entrance to our new workplace.
No idea what. Oh, the touchpad. Ah, it's off, thanks. I don't know how I turn that on by like that, but...
Welcome, Rean, to the newly established Thor's Military Academy branch campus in Leaves.
Oh, okay. I'll try to avoid pressing that.
Reans Schwarzer, welcome. I am Michael Irving of the Railway Military Police. Branch campus though it may be, I will do my utmost to serve as chief instructor.
Well, lucky me. Didn't expect to run into such a celeb at a place like this.
Oh, it's Randy.
Name's Randolph Orlando. Got transferred here from the Imperial Army Crossbell Unit. I've been hearing your name all over lately. Pleasure to finally meet the man himself.
Rean.
I'm Reans Schwarzer. Just a rookie who recently graduated from Thor's main campus. Pleased to meet you, Major Irving, First Lieutenant Orlando.
Likewise. It's an honor to be able to work with the famous Ashen Chevalier. But keep in mind, we're not looking for heroics from Divine Knights here. We're only interested in your aptitude as an instructor.
Understood. He's from the Railway Military Police. I certainly didn't expect to find a ranking officer like him working here. Not to mention...
That look tells me you know a bit about my sordid backstory. Been peeking through the Intelligence Division's files, I take it.
Yes, I can't deny it. From what I could tell, it was a pretty complicated situation that sent you here.
Not as complicated as yours, I'm sure.
Anyway, all of us instructors are here now. Major, Instructor Randolph, and...
Indeed. I'm curious to see what you'll bring here. Especially after you turned down a position with us. I've been curious as to why.
So you knew about that?
Oh, that's so? You must be better than you look for the RMP to roll out the red carpet. I heard you graduated early. What are you, like 17 or something?
Actually, I'm 21.
What? Nuh-uh. You're seriously only 3 years younger than me?
4 instructors. That's about what I was expecting, honestly. Are we going to teach the entire curriculum among us, though?
Correct. There aren't many students, but it will still require great work on our part. Training, lectures, all manner of miscellaneous tasks. We will, however, receive assistance from the special advisor and the principal.
We have a special advisor? And what's our principal like?
Well,
let's just say that out of all the people in this great big empire, I never thought I'd meet someone quite as intense as our principal.
Really?
Try not to be too shocked, okay?
Hang on.
You've actually met her before, Rean.
Oh, is it Sarah?
Thank you for waiting.
Oh, is it, oh god, I can't remember her name.
Speak of the devil?
I know who. Oh, no, it's not who I thought it was.
Thank you for coming.
Whatever is that slack-jawed expression for? I believe we met during the Civil War. Or have you already forgotten my face? Not that I give a whit either way.
No, of course not. It's good to see you again, Professor Schmidt. I've always appreciated how you helped me with Valamar's Tachi.
As I said before, save it. Though my title is Special Advisor, I plan to focus only on my research. Do endeavor to make yourself useful to me, Schwarzer. Or should I say, Ashen Awakener.
He was one of Professor Epstein's disciples, right? Or maybe not. You sure he ain't some faker?
No, he's the real deal.
I'm starting to understand why I got hired here in the first place. I never imagined I would meet you here.
Oh, it's been about half a year, hasn't it, Schwarzer? Well, since we've all gathered, allow me to say a few words about myself. During the Civil War, I was the general of the defeated Noble Alliance. I then oversaw the Northern War, resulting in the annexation of Northumbria. But you may think of me as Aurelia Le Guin, principal of Thor's branch campus.
Rean.
All that packed into one woman. Guess it's not so crazy for you to be here after all, eh, Major?
Principal Le Guin, it's time. Shall we?
Yes, let's begin. Herschel, gather up our fledglings and bring them to the grounds.
Yes, ma'am. I'll see you soon, Rean.
Bah.
Alrighty, let's see what kind of guys and gals we got.
Schwarzer, see to it you aren't late.
Late? To what?
To our entrance ceremony, of course.
What? I had no idea.
That would be because we set the date and time without telling you. You'll even be meeting your fledglings there. Exciting, no? Show them what it means to be the Ashen Chevalier.
It's starting to seem like the rumors about this place being difficult or exaggerations. Alright then, I should probably put these on.
He only wears them to make him look smarter. He actually can't see shit in them, probably.
That woman.
Isn't she the Golden Rakshasa?
And that black-haired guy!
Whoa! He's super famous! Huh, it's him.
Seriously?
Oh dear. How unexpected.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
What?
That girl is...
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddy, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance. Then the ones left over are...
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin. Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform. This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds. Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
Hey now.
Oh, you kids are trash. Well, good luck with the future.
No, Principal Le Guin, that is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield. Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now. Or you run the risk of leaving later, in Adios's arms.
Hey, Cyrus.
Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus.
I'm playing Treasure Core Steel 3. It came out today, and thankfully, I didn't think I was gonna get my package in time. But, I got my tracking number like midnight last night. And it did come on time today, so I was able to play. I had some tech issues this morning when I was starting the game up, but it seems to be running now.
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
But yeah, these are some of my favorite games. I'm really looking forward to playing through a game series I genuinely enjoy.
I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Drygles.
Yeah, playing through a new game that of a series I really enjoy is always amazing.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Just where are we supposed to go? General, Principal, could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations. Your instructor will be him, Reans Schwarzer.
See, Reen, you're a little bit of a shit teacher, so we're giving you 3 students to watch over. Enjoy breaking shiny force, man. I'm gonna be trailsing it up and try not to fall asleep because I've been up since about 5 this morning. Takes years of study to become a teacher. I know how to keep. Hey, that looks like my collector's edition box.
Wow! I looked over the blueprints, but I didn't think it'd be this big.
Don't get so excited. This facility is nothing remarkable. As I explained before, much of your duties will be performed here under my direction. I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Yes!
So, she's a student here after all. I could swear I've heard the name Russell somewhere before. But more importantly, that we're Class 7 is clearly no coincidence. Only 3 students, and she's one of them.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must make it through this facility in one piece.
Hey, tutorial dungeon.
In one piece? What does that mean?
One Piece? You know, the thing that Luffy is looking for.
What is this building for?
It's called Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods of training. The interior is fully controllable via orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels. As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Now I understand. Special operations, indeed. I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name.
And it's not just for my students either, is it?
It helps that you're quick on the uptake. That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field. And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Hold on just a second. We did what you said and came here, but what the heck is all this crap? This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford. If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
That hurts, man.
That's all the way in Crossbell.
I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now, at the very least. Can you give us more details?
Certainly. Instructor Schwarzer and the three of you will enter the keep and stand by for further instructions. While on standby, they will explain their qualifications as you brief them on the use of the Arcus II.
Understood.
Bah, finally we can begin the trial. Disciple candidate, don't dawdle. Everything must be up and running in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Damn. Looks like this school's even more messed up than I'd heard.
I'd prefer if non-affiliates stayed off the premises.
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble. As soon as she's done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place. That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
I'd say that's up to you guys, you know? You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere. Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
He never upgraded his bracer rank. That's kind of... oh.
A facility full of untested mechanisms certainly sounds like a playground for the professor. So how much do you already know?
Nothing too specific. The above-ground portion is a cube measuring 50 arch on each side, and the below-ground area is still being expanded.
Are the two of you already acquainted?
We are. I just had no idea she'd be one of my students. But that's neither here nor there. Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped. I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself? We all know you're Reans Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier. The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student. Not to mention the occupation of Crossbell. I'm sure everyone in Erebonia knows who you are. Probably everyone in Crossbell, too.
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork. Then, during the Northern War last October, you worked alongside General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius to annex Northumbria.
Le Guin? Like, our principal? Wait, what? And he helped occupy Northumbria?
That's erroneous. The actual circumstances were...
You're both very well informed. Though calling me a hero is a bit much. I'd still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Reans Schwarzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today. I'll be overseeing martial arts and Panzersoldat training outside the classroom. Inside the classroom, I'll be teaching history. That is, of course, in addition to being the homeroom teacher for Class 7 Special Operations.
I'll go next. My name is Kurt Vander. I'm from the capital. I've heard more than just the common stories about you.
You're a Vander? That would make you General Zex and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle. Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah. It's true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
By the way, are those glasses fake? They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Oof.
Ouch. Oh, thanks, Grayson. I appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, I've been enjoying the game so far. But yeah, avoid spoilers. Go.
Fashion is clearly not their intended function.
Alright, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother. I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy. And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions. So, when you say police academy, you're talking about the military police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation. You guys are the ones who changed it. Are you saying I can only call it by the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being insensitive.
Well, I might have overreacted. But I still don't accept that name.
Yeah. That's completely understandable.
I'm last then. Altina Orion, formerly part of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division.
Isn't that classified?
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here. On paper. Please, think nothing of it.
I feel as though I've just heard something I shouldn't have.
The Intelligence Division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
There's that snark.
Thank you for waiting. Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial. If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
I was under the impression she was a student, like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment. Each of you were given one of these, right?
Ah, that.
I was sent one, but I haven't turned it on yet.
It's a battle orbment. Normal battle orbments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects. They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbital arts, among other things. But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Interesting.
It's a little different from the Enigma models in Crossbell.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford Company and Epstein Foundation. I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah, I'll explain how they work. Now, each of you take one of these.
Master Quartz! I've been waiting for this.
We get Master Quartz?
The Enigmas did have these.
The basics should be the same. Go ahead and set your Master Quartz in the central slot.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
how to do Master Quartz. I need to turn that on again. His Master Quartz. We have Rigid, which is like a nerfed version of his old one, Force. Then we got a second Master Quartz slot.
Whoa!
Do you really?
I can feel it working. Now that you've set your Master Quartz, you're synced with your Arcus units.
Tell you what, Master Quartz I miss is Raven.
You should be able to notice a significant difference in combat. All right.
Okay, now this is new.
How long do you intend to keep me waiting?
Sorry, Professor. We're ready.
Then let's not waste any more time. Level 0 begins on floor B1. The trial will be considered completed once you return to ground level.
Professor, isn't that red light? Sir, you shouldn't use that.
Oh, don't act like you have a lick of common sense. You're Albert's granddaughter. It's time we saw what Class 7's Special Operations is made of. I'm curious to see if you can survive with a passing score.
Hey, watch the floor!
He knew it was coming.
Huh?
What? Right yourself and brace for the landing. Altina, you...
Clown Soleus.
Never mind.
She's okay.
What happened? I remember that professor talking, then the floor opened up.
It was Yuna, correct?
Huh?
Why?
My apologies, but if you could move. It's not that you're heavy, but I'm having trouble breathing.
Well then, history repeats itself.
The floor appears to be padded, so bruising should not be an issue. How strangely like the obscene positions you often find yourself in, Instructor Reen.
Please don't say things that'll give people the wrong impression. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you're already calling me an instructor.
That is your current designation.
I assure you, I didn't intend for this to happen. Then again, I suppose intent is irrelevant. I won't make any further excuses. You may hit me if it'll make you feel better.
How very admirable of you. You being so calm about it just pisses me off even more. So I think I'll take you up on that.
Oh damn. I thought he was gonna have a speech level then.
Erebonian boys are just so... Ugh!
I do not believe his nationality was a factor.
You were just a little unlucky. Not unlucky. I lacked the expertise to make a proper landing. That resulted in embarrassment for one of my classmates. I admit my fault.
I see. He's so mature for his age. Well,
Minus one stinging cheek, the three of you look fine to me. So it's time to begin storming the keep. But first, I'll need each of you to show me your weapons.
This whole thing is a joke, right? Do we really have to play along?
I know the professor, and he isn't the type to joke around. He's serious about measuring each of our abilities. I want to learn everyone's combat styles so we can work together and get out of here safely.
Understood. These are my weapons.
Two swords?
That takes skill.
You're using the Vanderschool's dual blade style then. I knew of it, but I've never met a practitioner.
I admit our great sword style has far more notoriety. But that style also requires one to be born with a broader physique. These blades are better suited for the likes of me.
I didn't realize. Well, Yuna, how about you?
Only the best weapon.
I'm still not down for all this. But I get it. This is a military academy, so here you go.
Another dual wielder.
You use side-handle batons?
They look a little more complicated than that. What are they exactly?
These are gunbreakers, special tonfa with guns installed, developed by the one and only CGF. They can switch between melee and mid-range firing.
An intriguing weapon.
A crossbell guardian force, right? If I recall, First Lieutenant Orlando was once part of it. He'd left long before the occupation disbanded them, though. Good to know. We'll see how well they work in action today. You do seem to know your way around them.
Of course I do. I trained with them at the police academy. And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
We'll see where everyone stands once we've engaged in actual combat. You're up next, Altina.
Understood.
Hold up. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. Who let a kid enroll at a military academy?
I've been curious about that myself. She claimed to be with the intelligence division, but surely she won't be joining us in battle.
Well, personally, I agree, but...
There is no need for concern. My physical age is approximately 14 years old. I am no small child.
Physical age? No, you're definitely small.
I also have my weapon, the basis for my admittance into the intelligence division.
What the hell?
This explains that black shadow I thought I saw earlier.
Clown Soleus, a combat shell. The latest version of the line of special weaponry. Further details are classified. Suffice to say, it will contribute to our overall fighting strength.
Are things like that normal in the Empire?
Of course not. It's my first time seeing something like this, too. The Golden Rakshasa, the Ashen Chevalier, and even a girl like her. What manner of place is this branch campus?
I don't blame either of you for having questions, but we can save them for another time. By the way, this is my weapon.
Of course. The Tachi is used by students of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school.
Just like back then. I mean, it's just like the sword Arios used.
Hey, I know Arios.
Right. It's not an Imperial-style sword. It comes from the East. I guess the Divine Blade of Wind is pretty famous in Crossbell, huh?
A lot happened, but he still has plenty of fans. Even when a certain empire has made him a wanted man.
Yeah, I suppose so. That covers everyone then. Let's be on our way.
Yay, can I show you some?
We're currently on floor B1. If we make it back up to ground level, this little trial will be over. I'll give you some tips along the way on combat, how to use arts, and your Arcus units. Follow me, and proceed carefully and deliberately.
Okay, let's just go.
I'll give it my all.
Commence mission.
Let's go.
The entrance is right over there. Let's move out as soon as we're ready.
Yes, sir. Just what the heck is all this?
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
All right. Yeah.
Let's go! Cha! Ah! Yeah! Ah!
I like that swing round.
My turn. There.
It's my turn!
Here I go!
My turn!
Let's use Kurt. Reans the teacher? Yes! He's the teacher now. Hey there, Axel Atlas. This game came out today. I've been really looking forward to playing it. I'm gonna do the first actual proper fight of the game. Encounter types. So we don't have triple advantages anymore, because those were obviously really broken. Assault attack. Plus 50% break damage. I still don't know what break damage is. Okay, I know how to play this part. AT bonuses, so we got our heals, we got our EPs, zero marks, guard break. Guard break is new. That wasn't there before. BP up is new. That increases bravery points. Zero order. What are brave orders? I don't even know what brave orders are. Wait. Why can't I... Is it telling me to do something? Oh, I see. Let's shoot, actually.
Set gunner!
Cross triangle one craft. Side button for items.
It's my turn!
We got impede and burn. We don't have delay anymore. Apparently delay was too overpowered. We don't have this S-trap anymore. It's gonna be easy for us.
Get back! Alright, nice work.
Altina didn't even move. You identify enemies by just hitting them many times. We can use battle scopes. Yeah, status I know about. Oh, healing baby. So these enemies you need to use magic on.
We'll end this quick!
Okay, so we can see that he is weak to fire, and he is also super weak to freeze.
Let's go! Arcus, activate!
My turn.
Does she have delay?
There.
Here I go! There!
Huh! Let's go!
Just dead?
Yeah! All right, nice work.
We got a way to go, oh my god. I missed treasure. Ah, I see, yeah.
Treasure located.
They look a bit different this time. So we got a rare corpse. Who do we want to give it to? Reans a space. Kurt has a space. Heal HP plus 200, speed plus 2. Who would benefit the most from this? Rita's clearly the fastest. So he's gonna benefit. Hey, I kind of figured this mechanic out already.
Begin combat.
Right. One strike. Striker is increased attack defense move. Gunner is fun for groups. I'm gonna shoot the gun. Break occurs when an enemy's break gauge is reduced to 0. This will save the enemy for a brief period. Melee dash enemies HP will also damages break gauge. When break occurs, the enemy drops its whole items. The enemy's turn is delayed. The enemy's status buffs will remove. Attacks will always rebalance. Enemy's defense is lowered. Enemy cannot act for one turn. Okay.
It's my turn!
That's a new mechanic.
Crimson Slash! Let's go!
My turn. Brionac, activate. Fire.
Let's go!
Yes, I do.
Crimson Slash! All
That's a
right,
delay
nice
on
work.
some moves. Kurt has the delay move, from what I've seen. There's a lot more mechanics going on, it seems like. Tell me, does one of your fancy soul moves before pulling your head out yet? Oh man. I wasn't sure how I felt about Yuna at first, but I kinda like her now.
Yeah!
Get that scepter. Get that treasure.
Treasure located.
Firebolt R. Equipping this. Quartz. What does Skull do? High HP, increase his break damage. Wait, so she performs better by having higher health, so maybe I should have given that quartz to her. I'm gonna give this one, oh shit, I was gonna give it to Kurt, but I can't take it. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna take it off the green. I'm gonna put this one on Yuna.
This isn't good.
It's too fast. That's fine. I can empty.
Take this! I'm up!
This is how you stop them casting. Yeah, I am in.
Crimson Slash! Very well.
And who's moving next? That one.
Yeah!
All right.
My turn. Target's eliminated. Move out.
I could have went left. Still not used to this controller yet. I think it's also because I've been playing Spyro, I expected inverted controls. Well, this is a big guy. Maybe I should be using Wow. Oh, I get what that is. That's like the superpower one. Let's see what.
My turn. Huh?
Ooh, this is cool. Okay, let's try it on this guy. So you get like a heavy attack now that you have uses for. Do we have links? We don't have links yet.
This is the end.
Our chance!
Oh, so those give triples. I remember these guys. So he's weak to freeze, poison, youth charm. Super weak to delay and stat down. And is weak to arrow fire. Well, so happens that I have airstrike.
It's my turn! There! Our chance! Get him, instructor!
Got it!
I'm up! He's broken.
Sit! Now!
It's mine!
I shall go. Yeah. Now. Kurt, go!
Leave it to me!
There!
Huh. My turn! Yeah! Heat's down! Now, Altina!
Yes!
Yeah!
The Vander style is impressive.
Some of these enemies seem
I
a
have-
lot harder. Wow. I need to keep an eye on the time, because I gotta be up early tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be able to play for like maybe another half hour, I reckon. Oh, he's starting to doubt. Hey! I think I already set links up. Yeah, I always take the crit.
You've just crossed the halfway point. Best of luck on the second half.
That's Tita,
Yes.
by the way.
Thank you. What kind of campus would build a facility like this on site?
Well, Mr. Agate and Tita in this.
There!
Let's go!
Here I go!
Let's go!
Whoa. Okay, I think I turned around just in time. He doesn't have an S-craft yet, does he? Doesn't. None of them do, actually.
Yeah! I'm up!
It's my turn!
My turn. There!
Let's go! I'm up!
Everyone okay?
Yeah!
They're in disarray.
There! Our chance!
An opening!
It's my turn.
My turn. Brionac, activate. Fire.
Let's go.
It's my turn! Yeah!
Let's go. Let's go.
Now we can delay it.
Strike!
I shall go. Battle complete. Let's continue.
Yeah! Yeah!
Not the right way. I don't want to go the right way. I want to go the wrong way. Ah. There we go.
I found some treasure!
Proxy puppet. That stopped someone from dying, but I'm gonna save that.
Victory is assured.
Oh, that's a big, big one. Hey! Fuck a boss fight.
Begin combat.
You! Oh, there's a couple of them. Let's have a look then.
Let's go!
Giant or gigant organ, sorry. Sleep and nightmare. Sweet to earth and water.
Crimson Slash! Now!
It's mine!
Now.
We want to aim at those.
Brionac, activate. Fire. There. Kurt, go.
Leave it to me.
There.
Here I go!
I think we broke him already.
Take this!
Let's go.
I'm really smashing him.
Strike!
There.
I'll assist.
I'm up! Crimson Slash! Now!
It's mine!
Big Boss is nearly dead already.
Ah! It's my turn! Yeah!
My turn. There. Target's eliminated. Move out.
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
Gonna be a normal enemy at
Stats
some point.
updated.
Detector.
Now, bring it on!
Hey, S-Craft.
I'm up! Ha!
My blade, calm as still water.
Now! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
All right, nice work.
Nah, they're gonna probably tolerate him by the end of it. Complete the trial. Is there any other boss after that one? Because that didn't really feel like a boss. Oh, Altina.
My turn.
This is your job.
Huh? We'll end this quick! Now. Brionac, activate. Fire.
I'm up!
That move is so strong. It's a really good move to start with.
My turn! Yeah! It's down! Now, Altina!
Understood. Yeah.
I'm up!
Sit!
All right, nice work.
Just beyond there are the doors leading to your destination. Be quick about it.
Understood. Heading to target point.
Is there gonna be an
There.
actual boss after this? There's a rest point, so imagine so. You're gonna make me work for this.
I'm up!
All right!
My turn!
Let's save. Save the game, Altina. This has been really enjoyable so far. Like, I'm eager to play more, but time is stopping me from doing that. so I'll have to play again tomorrow. Hey, this exit looks exactly like the one in the other game.
Wait a second.
Be on alert. I have detected a spike in mana.
In what?
Mana?
You guys need to get out of there right away!
Oh, it's Magic Knight.
Is this thing a Panzer Soldat?
No, this is...
Yeah, it's Magic Knight.
It's a magic knight. An orbal golem from the Dark Ages. Professor Schmidt, are you responsible for this?
I happened to acquire a few of these antique machines when they appeared during the Civil War. Though its output is lamentably inferior to Panzer Soldat's, its ability to act autonomously is useful. This will be your final challenge in this trial.
Is he serious?
What is wrong with him? This is going too far.
They're not capable of taking on a magic knight. Only one thing I can do. Heed my call! Valimar!
The use of a Divine Knight is prohibited for this trial. Level 0 was not calibrated to account for its intervention. Were you to use it against such an opponent, the data I would receive would be useless. You do have another option available to you, Schwarzer.
He knows what he's doing, man.
Against this? Or if you'd prefer, you may choose to activate the new function installed in the Arcus 2s.
Please activate Brave Order. Olivier, Prince Oliver said that you would be able to use it for sure, Instructor.
I bid you felicitations on your recent graduation, delayed by duty though it was. I also wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Ree. These may seem on the paltry side as a gift for such an occasion, but I'd like for each of you to have the newly completed Arcus 2. I've added some fun little communication features to it, just for you. There are a few other new functions that can only be described as brilliant, so do give them a try next time you find yourself in a pinch.
All right, will do. What is this?
I feel some kind of energy coming from him.
A combat link? No, it's different.
Prepare to engage in combat! Brave Order. Class 7 Special Operations. Put everything you have into defeating the target!
Yeah! Watch out! This is a tough one!
Costs up to a seal Brave Order. Brave Orders cost bravery points to use and provide special buffs to allies without consuming a turn. Oh, heck! Let's use this order. Raging Fire. Damage plus 20%. Damage reduction. We're doing damage.
Let's go! Raging Fire Formation!
Let's see what this guy is weak to. He's weak to earth, strong to fire. Weak to wind and water.
Get back! It's down! Yuna, now!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! It's my turn!
Take this! My turn. Yeah. There. Kurt, go.
Leave it to me!
Yeah.
He's going down.
Very well. Ha! There!
I'll assist.
Let's go! Strike!
Yeah,
All
so
right.
that worked. Great.
Arcus, activate!
I'm up!
Let's do defense order then.
Form up! Iron Will formation!
It's my turn!
Now. There.
Some enemies become more powerful by entering an enhanced state. Past enemies leave themselves open, making them easier to break. Of course he's gonna heal.
My turn! Yeah!
It's my turn! Take this!
Let's go!
Indeed. Again, please?
Crimson Slash!
Granny's broken.
I shall go. Brionac, activate. Fire. There.
It's mine! Very well. Strike!
I'm up!
Damn it, no more MP.
It's down!
It's mine! Here I go! Set! Striker! Take this!
Ow, dude. Chill.
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
That was foolish. It's my turn!
Form up! Iron Will formation! I'm up!
Let's heal people. Oh, he has Stellas, doesn't he?
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn!
Ha! I appreciate it.
Nice. Oh, and he died. Without fucking Altina doing that. Yeah. He decided, oh, I'm gonna
Okay,
kill Altina.
let's keep moving.
All right, got it!
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
We did it.
Go.
Stamina depleted. A short rest is required.
You guys did amazing! The trial's complete! But you took this way too far, Professor!
That was faster than I expected. I'll have to increase the difficulty next time.
Next time.
Could you please listen to me?
This trial was completely absurd.
Next time? Is he gonna make us go through all that again?
The probability seems high.
At least that put an end to our orienteering exercise.
Thank you.
Great job, class. You all handled the first test of Brave Order very well. I'm proud of you. There are some areas each of you could improve on, but you just need to tackle them one at a time. I'm sure today hasn't instilled you with much faith in the idea of Class 7. Your class size and this trial are bound to raise some red flags. Then you have an instructor who's only just graduated. What if he doesn't know what he's doing? Like I said, if you want to transfer to classes 8 or 9, I swear that I'll make it happen. But it's something I want you to decide for yourselves. Think hard about what you believe, what you want to accomplish, what kind of future you want, and, most importantly, who you are. Only you can figure out if Class 7 is the right place for you. Take all that to heart, and I know you'll have your answer.
Una Crawford reporting. From today, I will be part of Class 7, Special Operations.
Really?
Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not because I want to. I never wanted to come to this school. I'd much rather be back in Crossbell. I don't like Erebonia, and I don't think much of you either.
So it seems.
But throughout the entire exercise, your guidance was clear and accurate. If you weren't with us, we never would have beaten that thing. Honestly, it's infuriating. And I'm annoyed I couldn't show off what I learned at the police academy. That's why I'm going to stay in Class 7 until I can prove myself. Until I can show up an annoying hero like you, Ashen Chevalier.
She's ridiculous.
At least she's consistent in her ridiculousness.
The annoying part aside, you really don't need to keep calling me a hero. But you know what? I respect that kind of determination. Welcome to Class 7, Una.
Got it.
Kurt Vander reporting. I will also join Class 7. That said, I have no definitive reason for doing so.
Oh?
I simply have no objections to the branch campus's decision to place me in this class. If anything, I'm grateful for the chances it'll give me to test my skills in real combat. I couldn't face my family if I allowed the blades I inherited to rust.
So they're heirlooms?
Metaphorical. He means the will of the Vander school.
I'm also interested in seeing what the 8 leaves can do. So far, I'm not impressed.
Whoa! That's way out of line.
I do not believe you're in any position to say that.
Well, that's because I'm still learning. Just like you guys.
It's because I'm like 21 years old and I was just made a teacher and I have no experience, dudes.
Welcome to Class 7, Kurt.
Thank you.
How about you, Altina?
There is no need for confirmation. While the details are classified, I intend to follow the protocols of the mission.
No, Altina, that's not what I mean. The answer needs to come from you.
Does she not understand?
I won't accept your participation unless you chose this. I don't care who originally placed you here, whether it was the principal, the intelligence division, or even the imperial government. Why do you want to stay? It can be anything.
And it can't be what I said?
Hey! Why are you picking on her so much? I still don't get how you guys know each other, but you can't talk like that to a little girl who...
I can't think of a reason.
All that comes to mind is how I've supported you on all of your operations this past year. If I'm to be at the branch campus, it is only right that I be in your class. It was also Class 7 who once stood in the way of my mission. Even if the students have changed, I find myself somewhat drawn to the name. Does that work?
It works for now. I'm glad you're staying, Altina.
Okay.
Oh, brother. You sure drew that out.
It's been one thing after another.
I now officially declare the formation of Class 7 Special Operations. Let's all work hard and grow together. Not just as a class, but as comrades.
That was so sweet, Rean.
I was wondering how things were going down here.
Foolish. No instructor has the authority to change a student's placement.
If any of them wanted to transfer, I would have allowed it.
Principal Le Guin, with all due respect.
Everything worked out, so it's fine. Didn't you hear? They decided for themselves. Classes 8 and 9 had a good start, too. Not bad for a trash bin. The coming days will be very interesting indeed. Train our fledglings well while you can. That is, if you don't want them to be swept away by this turbulent era.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeesh! This is some school I landed myself in.
Damn, he's even worse than Gramps. Coming here to study is crazy enough, but you sure you want to work under that old goat?
Don't be like that. He's actually pretty amazing. And I feel like I'll be able to make a lot of friends here.
Oh, come on, don't call him red-haired man and blonde-haired girl. I know who these people are already.
But most importantly, I want to do all I can in place of everyone who couldn't come to the Empire.
Look at you, all grown up and doing your own thing. Guess I can't call you short stuff anymore, huh?
Oh.
Our old enemies are definitely on the move. Not just them. The Imperial government and a few other groups are up to something too. Thank the freaking goddess that dumbass was around to help me set up a long-distance line. If anything happens, I'll be here in a flash. Don't hesitate to call me, Tita. You got that?
You bet. But only if you promise me you'll be careful, Agate. Don't do anything too crazy.
Aww. That's so cute. Tita and Agate are amazing.
I see. For both the main and branch campuses?
And then there's this fucker.
Yes, their first day ended without incident. Class 7 Special Operations, Class 8 Combat Tactics, and Class 9 Military Finance have all been established.
Man, oh man. Just when I thought we finally shoved that beast in a cage.
That dude can, like, jump off a cliff full of spikes, burn, and, get pecked up by seagulls.
Erebonia's #1 sweetheart just had to show up wanting to be an instructor.
Indeed. Between them and a certain capable young woman, there's far more talent there than one would ever expect from a trash bin. Perhaps there wasn't a need to send him there from Crossbell so soon after all.
Who do you think you're fooling? We all know why you really sent him. But whatever, a powerhouse like him will come in handy.
I'm not sure this is appropriate.
In any event, the wheels are now in motion. With Northumbria's annexation, every bush those serpents would dare hide in has been burned to ash. They have no choice left but to try and reclaim their master's plan. As for the branch campus, that pitiful final act of rebellion from a prince who's lost his blade and his wings. We shall simply have it and my worthless son dance at the end of our strings.
Your Excellency. Laying it on kind of thick, don't you think?
Really establishing here the Killia Thoughtspawn is a bit of a twat.
By your will, Excellency, we Ironbloods will see your ambitions are fulfilled.
Whew! I think the connection's finally gone through.
Yay, it worked!
Elliot?
I never dreamed I'd be able to talk with you all like this.
Indeed.
Yeah.
His Highness was too kind to arrange this feature.
Doesn't look like Reen or Gaius came through. Could be they're too far away. Oh, or maybe somewhere where the signal's super weak.
No matter. I'm sure we'll have more than ample opportunities to speak with them in the coming days.
That's right, and we can finally fulfill our promise. Well, you sure are fired up.
How could she not be? This is the season for reunions, after all.
Yeah, spring is here once again.
Oh, that was really wholesome. Assuming they get another group pick just because of that ending there. Prologue spring once again. I really want to play more, but time is against me tonight, so I'm gonna be playing this again tomorrow. Like, with absolute certainty. There's no way I'm not playing this tomorrow. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. I really, really want to see what's next, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm really glad I get to play this game now. And thanks for hanging around. I had a lot of tech issues when I started the stream up, but it seems to be running fine now. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing a bit longer tomorrow. I'll have a bit more time. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna go host a friend of mine. So take care.